Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
My jerseys came in today. Drew's Herbert jersey came in today as well.
Oh man.
Do me a favor, look up the Chargers powder blue jersey and see if there's supposed to be a name on the top above Chargers. Or like, I mean, no, not above Chargers. See if there's supposed to be a name like Chargers above the
like
numbers
on the front. There is.
There is? What's it say?
Yeah.
Does it say Chargers or something like that?
Yeah, it says Chargers.
Okay. Well, this one
It
doesn't.
says Chargers, and it's got like a little yellow line through it.
That's the powder blues?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one doesn't, but what I'm hoping is... I don't think it'd be that big a deal. It looks damn good. I mean, it looks stupid nice. But I was afraid that there might have been something on it that said Chargers,
well,
but it isn't.
Hold on. Send me a picture of it.
I got you in a sec.
Because they got some powder blues on the NBA or NBA NFL shop that don't have it. So
okay, well then that's probably the one they sent, and that is perfect. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Send me a picture of it actually.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Alright, send you a link on Snap.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Now this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Guess what I made an appointment for today, Josh?
What you make an appointment for, brother? Oh yeah. Oh, that's
that
lovely.
Tattoo.
Hey.
Me and Mom are going next Saturday.
That's what's up. You gotta send me a picture of that thing when it's done.
Oh, I will.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10.
Ah, shit.
Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. He was on every play. Realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. At the Bengals' 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
So, my friend, his Twitter handle is Biblical Republican. And the other day, he was talking about the recent events with what's going on and whatnot. He's saying, specifically, he was speaking about the most recent one where the guy was shot in the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was basically arguing the logical point, like, hey man, if a guy is walking back to his car after you just got into a scuffle or a disagreement in this situation, are you going to just let him walk back to his car and pick up whatever the hell he wants to pick up, blah 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 blah, right? That's basically what he was saying. And he was arguing that the logical point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him, I said, bro, I said, I see the logical point. I do. I understand that you're probably not going to let him walk all the way back to his car after all of that has gone down. However, I do not think by any means that the only answer was shooting that man. I was like, you could have done a lot of other things. One of them being, go tackle the man before he gets to his car. Now, if that can't be done, you can shoot him, but shoot him in the freaking leg so he can't, continue to walk back to his car. You can go put the handcuffs on him. Like I told him, I said, there's just other ways to skin a cat.
Yeah.
And we had a discussion, that day, and then I sent him some other info. So after that happened, right, there was an instance where a white kid walked by the cops with an AR-15 in his hand, and he ended up shooting up something. I don't remember what exactly he ended up opening fire on.
He ended up killing 3 people.
Right.
Yeah, he got fucking.
So
like when he was okay. So for that, when he was walking by the cops, though, he wasn't doing anything. So technically, he could do that if he had a license and everything.
Correct. But I asked him. I said, put yourself in that situation. First off, that kid had a lot of comfort and confidence to walk straight by the cops with that in his hand. Okay? So, let me ask you this. I asked him, if it's you, alright, we're talking about Jonathan Gaddy, a black male, in America right now, are you going to pick up an AR and walk past the freaking cops with that in your hand? Because I said, I know I'm not. Because if I do, I'm going to end up another statistic. Like, I'm not even going to get to the freaking whatever rally he was
I ain't even
going
going
to.
I ain't even going to hold an AR-15, to be honest.
So I said, do you think that would be a good idea? I was like, do you think you'd be able to do that? I said, you go do that and you let me know how that ends for you. He said, I will. I said, Gaddy, I love you. I love you to death. And I was like, and I love that you're rooted in your faith. I said, but you would be an absolute fool to think that you would make it past those cops without at least being stopped. Like, and if not stopped, probably tackled, handcuffed, and then questioned after you were on the ground. You could have a permit for that thing, and you would not make it past the cops. Point blank, period.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Yeah, nah,
Up to the 34-yard line.
that man Bubba, his family's got some guns, and they've asked me to go shooting, and I'm like, there's only a couple people I'd go shooting with in this world, and
Yeah.
it ain't your ass.
My dad has talked about going, and I would like to go because I feel like, I mean, I've never,
Yeah, I've never done it either, but like really, the only
Right.
person that I'd really go with would be probably Nicole's dad.
I'd go with my pops.
He was a cop at a correctional facility in New York for years. So.
I'd go with my pops. He's a Marine. I trust him. Yeah, it's probably all I'd go with. But my thing is, like, in the real world, I think it would be a necessity for me to learn how to shoot, just in case. And I don't mean in case, I run up on somebody else. I mean somebody comes in my house and messes with me when I grow older. Like here in the apartment complex, I'm not too worried about it because there's a security system, there's security, and all that other stuff. And so I don't necessarily worry about that.
Yeah.
Here. Plus, there's a lot of people around. People don't rob apartment complexes. It's too much of a risk. Like, first off, if you walk in this place right now without being wanted, and that alarm system goes off, that loud ass beeping noise is gonna draw the attention of every neighbor I have, upstairs and down. So, like, you wouldn't get too far. So, I don't necessarily worry about it here, but when I do grow up and get my own place, I think it's not necessarily I'm not gonna say a necessity, but it'd be a good idea to at least have, a pistol or something.
Yeah. Von Miller, you gonna need that ankle surgery, boy.
Really?
Yeah, he about to be out for the whole season.
What? Oh wow.
Who picked Denver's D?
I'm saying,
I'm
dog.
gonna go look. Ah, tuna. Tuna.
That's Jesus. That's tough. Uh-oh, Jarrett's typing.
Yeah, he about to say it too.
When did that news break?
Just now.
Oh man.
I heard I heard about it earlier. That like he might have to get surgery, but now they're confirming that he's gonna need surgery. That's tough.
Stupid tough.
Me and my dad were talking about fucking fantasy and stuff, and then he asked who got Lamar, and I was like, Drew did. And he said, well, you know what? He said, honestly, Lamar gonna have to throw the ball a lot more this year than he did last year.
Yeah, that is very true. I was thinking about that.
And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. He's like, because they're gonna do what the Panthers did with Thomas Davis when Michael Vick was in the league and just set a spy.
It's going to be a similar situation to like what they do in basketball with Giannis, and they wall up. Yeah, they're going to know. They're going to be aware. I was thinking about that as we were drafting, but for me, in the 10 spot, if Lamar falls to that third round pick, I kind of have to take him.
Yeah, for sure.
But for Drew to take him that early, I think that was crazy. It was not crazy, but it definitely was off the wall.
You picked him second, right?
But you know what's crazier? No, he didn't pick him with the second pick. He picked him in the second round.
Yeah. I'm in the second round.
Yeah.
Like, it was his second pick.
You know what's crazier than that? Tonight in a draft, he went in this, not the same exact spot, but second round. He was the first quarterback off the board, second round, mid-second round, and then after he went, literally 2 picks later, Mahomes goes.
Yeah.
I gotta send you this team I just put together, man. It's kind of crazy. So much upside. I got 3 absolute studs at running back. gonna be ridiculous.
Player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mahomes now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards to pick up there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes,
I'll be back.
Alright.
as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a third and
Like lock it?
situation.
No, you don't have to lock it.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Here.
What's good with your boy?
Boy.
Heard that.
As the Ravens push further out in front.
I'm up 24 zip in the second quarter. I'm at 58.
Hey.
Yes, sir. This guy's 3-1.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak.
Hopefully 3-2 after that game.
First half as the kicks away.
Hey.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That's some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar.
Throw it on the plate, motherfucker.
Well, you just kind of feel for
Yeah.
4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to show what happened today. And
he can't find
Oh, I might go off the wall.
He's brought down.
No way.
Lawson showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down.
Let's go.
From where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
1-yard attempt.
kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signal for...
All right, up 27 zip. Coming out of halftime. Yeah. This guy was 3-1. 2 of his wins are forced wins. He had a bad start, man. Two picks in a row. Doesn't bode well.
Oh, get it going.
So, yeah. But it's gonna be the J.K. Dobbins show.
Another run here with Dobbins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You think about Cap being in a Madden?
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I liked it. Honestly, the NFL, maybe not the owners per se, but like the league office, and Madden, honestly, have done a really good job about the whole Kaepernick situation, in my opinion. I truthfully don't think there was any. There might have been at first. I'm not going to rule that out. A ban, quote unquote, on Mahomes, or a blacklist. Yeah. But after things, like after the initial stuff, I will say that I think they did a very good job about giving him another shot at getting in the league, and you know, just giving him a fair shot at earning a spot. I think
he could be a good backup.
Honestly, he could start for a few teams, man.
Well, yeah, like he could be a good backup and then maybe win the starting job. You know,
he could probably start for just like the Miami right now. I feel like.
Yeah, low key.
Team like them.
For a while, I thought the Panthers were going to sign him.
It'd have been nice to see that.
So many Panthers fans would have been pissed, though.
Yeah, but man,
I would have been like, bro, I don't really care. He ball if he could play, he could play.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. And my thing with like the national anthem stuff, like when that first happened, like there was an easy fix to that, and they just kind of, the league was just kind of stupid in handling that part.
Yeah.
Like they could have, like literally all you gotta do is leave the teams in the locker room during the anthem.
Facts.
Like that's how it used to be. Like they can do whatever they want in there.
Facts.
Like just leaving the locker room. Like tell them to go back in the locker room. It's really not that hard. Or at least go in the tunnel, you know.
I'm gonna be real. I don't see the big deal with a guy kneeling during the anthem. I mean, sitting is different.
I understand. I
understand the point of, you know,
yeah,
it being
I understand why people were upset, but like at the same time, well, think about it then though. People didn't understand why he was doing it.
Right. I think that was the issue.
That was the big problem, is that people didn't understand why he was doing it. They thought that it was...
They thought it was him disrespecting the flag.
America and the flag, but he was trying to stand up for the social injustices that were happening. But people didn't realize that for the longest time. Some people probably still don't, but...
No, there's some people who don't, for sure. No, yeah, I'm not going to say I didn't understand why people were upset, but what I didn't understand was why make it an issue of, like, alright, the fucking country is based on freedom for all. So it is their freedom given to them by the nation to, you know, do what he wants to do.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
So like, why are we so upset with him exercising that freedom? That's what I didn't understand.
Yeah. Me too.
Same with the NBA. Why are so many people outraged about, these guys deciding, hey, we're not going to play for a day or two. It's not like we canceled the entire season, number one, even though we were thinking about it, But we, took a day or two to help bring awareness to something that hits home for a lot of those guys. Like,
yeah.
It may not hit home for you living in, whatever city you live in, but dude, it happened in one of the cities, of one of the teams that were playing that night.
It would have been wrong for them to just ignore it.
Exactly.
And they felt like the only way to show people that they weren't ignoring it was to sit out.
And I don't see anything
honestly,
wrong
like, I don't
with
really care about all that either. Like you could do that. Like, you got to do it at this point. At this point, you got to do what you got to do to stand up for what you believe in.
And that's what I'm saying. It's your decision. It's your right. So why is it such an issue for them to exercise that right? That's my entire premise. Like, even though I do see a point in the respect of the cops in the situation of what went down that night, because we did have that conversation. So, I'm not going to act like it doesn't. There are two sides to every story. But while that could have or could have not been justified, what isn't justified is you chastising a guy doing what the fucking nation is built upon.
Yeah.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fuck.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Go. Go ball, go ball, go ball.
And Burrow going to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and short.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And down inside the 15 he goes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. From the gun again to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception.
Let's go. I wanted to pitch the shutout Harris with 4 minutes left in the game. He's in the red zone. He throws the slant over the middle. My linebacker comes up and makes a play. Interception to save the shutout.
Dang, it's crazy.
keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Oh my days. Thank you, my friend.
Billy Donovan won't return to the Thunder next season.
Could he be looking for a bigger job, or?
They just didn't want to pursue an extension. It started with mutual, like, they both just didn't want to pursue an extension. I was like,
that's kind of crazy.
Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when you're
he didn't do bad.
No, he didn't.
He's still a good coach, I think.
And we are inside at 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yes, please. Thank you.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Everett picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken out of the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
oh my God, go ball, go.
So make sure you get in shape.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it.
I'll probably wear the shorts, but you can go ahead and throw the other stuff in the washer.
You're going to smother it, but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
No, bro.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Final score here in... I don't know who was the home team. I think it was me, I don't know. But anyway, final score is 34-0 Ravens.
Damn.
Yeah, man. We did our thing. Truthfully, this game was the defense. I had 3 user picks with Anthony Averett. My middle linebacker had 2. My safety had 1. My other safety, that is. And I believe... Actually, no, we didn't have any sacks. Oh, we had a few tackles for losses.
Oh man, that Heat game almost over.
They getting smacked.
Nah, the Heat are about 4 with minute 45 left.
You know what's wild, bro? It's almost as if they play better without Giannis.
It's kind of crazy. He's just like, cause think about everything plays through him.
And I feel like honestly, what ends up happening is when Giannis has the ball. Well, number one, but like deeper than that, like because he is the offense. When it's not working and he still has to be the offense, like right here, they have to learn to play without him, and they rely on other guys that probably could contribute if you would let, say, okay, so here's why I said, you remember when I said in the chat, I was like, yeah, they fucked up trading Malcolm Brogdon. If Brogdon's running point guard and brings it up the court and can drive and kick to a shooter in the corner, somebody like, Kyle Korver's on that team, isn't he? I think he is. Kyle Korver, DiVincenzo can shoot it a little bit. He's not too consistent, but he can shoot it a little bit. Hell, even Giannis, on a backdoor cut. Yeah, but now they don't have a point guard. They don't have a point guard. They
you know who else is on that team?
Who?
Marvin fucking Williams.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That man's got 11 points and 8 rebounds tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at them.
Oh boy, contributing.
Look at him. That's fucking dope.
I asked dude if he wants to play 3s. He said, sorry, I'm doing 2s. Fuck.
Nah, that sucks.
Man, 2s is beat. Tell your motherfucking friend to get the fuck off.
Thanks.
Fuck, man, I really want to play some Park.
I mean,
what are other options? Let's see.
Is Phelps on?
Nope. Thank God. I just don't like, dude, I just don't want to, like, the only reason I don't want to play with him is because it sucks, like, either way we play. Like, we play bad, he's fucking toxic. We play good, he's still fucking toxic. Because he'll be like, think about it. You give him the ball, say he does a post move, he's like, that's right, boys, I got you. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, every time he scores, that's me.
Trying to take all the glory.